In this lesson, we shall take a look at equivalent fractions. What is an equivalent fraction? Let's take a look at the diagram below. I have two diagrams here, A and B. If you take a good look at the diagrams, we notice that they are both shaded the same way in the same level and proportion in blue. But notice also that the first diagram A on the left is divided into two, and one part of it is shaded. So, going by the last class on how to identify a fraction using shapes, I told you a shape like this is 1/2. That is, one out of the two parts is shaded. So I have it as 1/2, which is noted as 1/2. Also, looking at the second diagram B, that is by my right, that it is shaded the same proportion with that of diagram A, but this is divided into 4 parts, making 2 parts shaded out of the 4 parts. So I have this also to be 2/4, that's 2/4. So let's us see if these two fractions are equivalent. Okay, now if I divide the numerator and the denominator of the fraction 2/4 by 2, let us see what this gives us. Now you should be familiar with numerator and denominator. Here our numerator is 2 and our denominator is 4. So what do? We divide 2 by 2. This gives me 1. If I also divide the denominator 4 by 2, I have 2, which you can see that it is giving me 1/2. Can you see it's giving me the same as what we denoted from the first diagram? So you can see that I have 1/2 equals 2/4, which also equals 1/2. So these are equivalent fractions. You can see 1/2 and 2/4 are equivalent fractions. They look different, but they are the same size. Let's see another example. Here I have 3 circles, also painted at the same level. So if you look at this, at the circles too, can you see that they are all painted at the same level? But the only difference here is they are all divided into different number of parts. Okay, the first circle in yellow paint is divided into 2 parts, which one part is shaded. So I have this to be 1/2. Also, the second circle in green paint is divided into 4 parts, with 2 parts shaded. This should be easy for us to denote now. So this makes it 2/4. Also, the third circle in blue paint is divided into 8 parts, with 4 parts shaded. So I have 4 out of 8 shaded, so I have it to be 4/8. So are they equivalent? Let me show you. Okay, if I divide 2/4 by 2 all through, 2 divided by 2 will give me 1, and 4 divided by 2 will give me 2. So that is giving me 1/2. Let's see the third fraction. Also, if I divide the 4 over 8 through by 4 also. I have 4 divided by 4, which gives me 1. 8 divided by 4, which gives me 2. So what do you notice? Is there any resemblance? So you can see that this also gives or makes an equivalent fraction. So can you see that both, when reduced to smaller terms, still gives me 1 over 2. So I have 1 over 2 to be 2 over 4, which equals 4 over 8, which equals 1 over 2 also. So the fractions are equivalent because they are the same. I hope you understand what an equivalent fraction is now. So let us find the equivalent fraction to this. Yeah, I have 2 over 5. How do we get the equivalent fraction to this? Can you make a guess? Try. I'm waiting for you. Okay, in order not to waste much time, let's do it together. So let's multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. So I have 3 all over 5. So multiplying 3 by 2 gives me 6. Multiplying 5 by 2 also will give me 10. Okay. So 6 over 10 is an equivalent fraction to 3 over 5. Also, if you divide by what you multiplied it with, it will also come back to give you 3 over 5. So that makes it an equivalent of 3 over 5. So let's try this puzzle. Let's fill in the boxes with the right figures. So in the second fraction, I have the first, which is numerator missing, and in the third fraction, I have the denominator missing there. So how do we solve this? Okay, I have 2 over 4 in the first fraction. So let's try this. If I multiply the first fraction's numerator by 2, it gives me 4, right? Okay, let's fill it to be 4. Let's see the denominator if it will give us the same thing. If I multiply 4 by 2, it gives me 8. So what I do to the numerator is also done to the denominator, which makes it balanced. So let's use the second fraction to denote or to get the third fraction box filled. So if I multiply 4 by 2, it gives me 8, which is right. So I have to multiply also the denominator by 2. So if I multiply 8 by 2, it gives me 16. So I have 16 as my answer here in this box. I hope you get that. Interesting, right? So 2 over 4, 4 over 8, 8 over 6 are equivalent fractions.